Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 69 of FTB Revelations, where today I'm thinking we're going to need to kill an Ender Dragon. I think that's kind of the plan, right? Because what we want to do is progress through Draconic Evolution, right? So if we come up here and take a look at our orb that we built last episode, which is doing a beautiful job, by the way. Lots of energy flowing all around. We can see it's currently sitting at 1.852 billion RF, so we're doing pretty good on charge. We can't even see any, like this is the bar in terms of how full it is. We're not even 1% full at this point. I'm just letting you know out the bat, we ain't even 1%. That's how much energy this thing stores. It's a stupid amount. And were I to do a tier 8 orb, it would be an exceptionally stupid amount. That said, I want to get into Draconic Evolution so that we can proceed and do some cool stuff. So if we look at the next major progress step for us, it is getting Awakened Draconium, right? So Draconium and all that stuff is good. That gets you access to the tier 1 Draconic stuff, which is, in fairness, very powerful and cool to play with. But Awakened Draconium, that's really where it's at. Like, that's where things are cool. Yeah. So I'm thinking we want to do that. In addition, I'd like to try something new. It's something I've never played with before, and I'm going to be totally upfront and honest with you guys. I have no idea if this is going to work. Okay? We clear about that? No idea if this will work or not. It may not. I don't know. What's up, buddy? I thought I put 3 stacks of resonating gems in here. Where is all my resonating if I... Didn't I put 3 stacks in there? I mean, I have close to 3 stacks. I swore I put 3 stacks in there. I'm going to put 32 in here, and hopefully you behave. Yeah, you seem to be behaving yourself. All right. We're going to need a lot of this stuff, okay? Just a huge, huge, huge amount of this stuff for what I have planned. Okay? So go to town, get me lots and lots of liquid Starlight, please. I've literally never used this gadget that I'm about to craft, and I don't know that I've even heard of it before. But I was just flipping through the tome, right? Because I'm like, Astral had some cool stuff, and I never really did a lot in Radiance, right? So I was just flipping through, and I'm like, yeah, there's some cool wands, and there's the observatory with the crystal focusing. There's the Evershifting Fountain, the Neuromantic Prime, which is cool. This thing is neat. What it can do is it can find liquids below bedrock, I think. And basically generate huge amounts of fluids. And it's all cool sounding, right? But then I saw this Physalytic Prime, which I know Hellfire is just trying to mess with me. He's like, what is such a confusingly hard, difficult thing to pronounce that I can really trip up Direwolf, right? So... Physalytic Prime. The basic principle behind manipulating the energies from the fountain focuses on shaping the natural tendency of Starlight energy to gather to itself. While the Neuromantic Prime shapes the energies into a vertical stream that draws sympathetic liquid essence from below bedrock, you believe you found another use in encouraging localized vortical currents. Okay. When turned back upon themselves and accelerated, these currents react with creatures in an odd fashion, drawing them up into the center of the vortex and locking them in place for as long as the vortex is powered by converted liquid starlight. While trapped in this starlight vortex, the creatures seem largely unable to defend themselves, though the cost in starlight to maintain this vortex is influenced by the strength of the creatures to fight back against its effects. Even mythical creatures are capable of being held by this prime, though it seems to require the full and focused power of this prime to do so. Additionally, it seems that some creatures require far more starlight power than a light well is able to consistently provide over a prolonged time, and so certain creatures may not be contained for long, only as long as the internal reservoir of the fountain lasts. Okie dokie smoky. I'd like to know more. So, and that comes off the Evershifting Fountain, right? While liquid starlight is a much more manageable and condensed form of chaotic starlight energies, its condensed form is also rather inert. Releasing the stored energy in a controlled manner may allow for some useful channeling. Building a device to contain the stresses of such a release will require a new crafting altar. Even still, shaping the release of those energies without destroying the device will need a focus ring, building on the starlight flow principles used for crafting altars. Anything placed within that ring is likely to see obliteration from the chaotic energies, though. As this Starlight Fountain operates using liquid starlight, a view of the sky is not needed, as the process of converting liquid starlight back to pure starlight energy requires sufficiently delicate handling to prevent disaster. Only by providing the liquid starlight from a chalice directly atop the fountain itself will suffice. Now that the conversion is handled, a new focus to prime the channeling of that energy is needed. Careful placement due to the ring will be needed. So I think we need to build this multi-block. I'm not sure how the Evershifting Fountain ties in with the Physidelic Prime. I think they work together, though. Yeah. I think. So let's get making of these two things, right? So I think there's 3 things we need to make from Astral Sorcery. We need the Chalice. We need the Physidelic Prime, and then we need the Evershifting Fountain. And the Evershifting Fountain needs to be a multi-block. So let's get these 3 things going. All right, so let's get to work. So Containment Chalice first, and that's going to need... boom. A few aquamarines laying around the outer edge here. Cool. There you are. And one more. Nice. Alright, so that's a chalice, right? And you're making lots of Starlight, right? Because I'm pretty sure we need a lot of this stuff. Cool. Alright, so there's my Containment Chalice. That's cool. Physidelic Prime, that's the next one we will make. So I need a bunch of marble. Of the runed marble variety. Right? So let's grab this dude. We're going to turn you into some runed marble. Cool. And I don't know why. Oh, that's right. I had that in there for a reason. That's there, and that's this. And then you're ready to go. Oh, Physidelic Prime needs... Oh, which constellation is that? Is that this dude? Where's my... Actually, you. That's what I want. Constellations. Is that Vicchio? Vicchio? Looks kind of like Vicchio, right? Yeah, I'm going to say that's Vicchio. Okay, so let's attune a Vicchio crystal, because that's how that works, right? We need a Vicchio crystal attuned. I think it doesn't matter, right? It can be any crystal. Does it have to be celestial? I forget. We're going to find out. Boop. Hopefully Vicchio is in the sky at the moment. And if it's not, we'll find out. Okay, you. Yay, Vicchio. And drop you in there. We have a bunch of Celestials that we could do as well if we decided that needed to be done. Okay. Hopefully I have a chest up there with infused gems for this purpose, but we'll find out. So if I did this with Vicchio attuned... Yeah, now we're happy. Cool. Did I have a chest up here where I was storing these? Because I should, right? I should have like a crate or something like that. I feel like that would be smart. Okay, you can go back away. You can get to work crafting. And I'm pretty sure I've got all the things I need for this. Because I think you needed some nocturnal powder and some resonating gems. Basically, what's up? And that should be cool. Man, look at that coolness up there going on. That's neat. Look at that. I've not seen that before. Have I just never noticed? Sweet. All right, and then we need the Evershifting Fountain. Evershifting Fountain. Needs some enriched infused wood, which needs infused wood planks. I thought I got some of those. Actually, let's do that. That. 2 of them. Nice and quick. Cool. And then I guess you also... I guess you don't care what your... yeah, there's no Constellation Attunement requirement there. So I can take Vicchio out and we'll be fine. Right? Vicchio tune. Nice. Okay, cool. So then you're ready to go. And then your sides needed to be Stardust and Resonating Gems. Okay. Boop. Beautiful. All right, looking cool. See, it's not doing that particle effect up there this time. Interesting. I wonder if that's only when it's like focused to a specific constellation, maybe? It's not doing that like circle around the thing there. All right. Oh, it's getting a little bit low on Starlight power, I think. Let's give it a little boost. Get all the Starlight power you need. Hooray! All right, that's all that. So now the only other thing we need to do is make the multi-block for this, right? For the Physilytic Prime. So that... Actually, we need the multi-block is for the Evershifting Fountain. Okay, cool. So you need some Sooty Marble, a bunch of Runed, and a bunch of Pillars, right? So a bunch of Pillars. We have a bunch of pillars. Cool. Now, I'm kind of curious as to how this is going to work, because I really have no idea. What color were you again? I have no memory of what you are. Are you light blue across the board? You are. All right, light blue wool. Ender chest. Or ender tank. Okay. Needs a crucible cauldron thingy and the wool, the light blue colored wool that I wanted. Thank you. Now you're full of ender tanks. Perfect. All right, cool. All right, so temporarily speaking, I'm going to place a block here, and that disables the ritual. See all the particle effects go away? So that should cause mob spawns to happen in this general area. So what I'm going to try now is to build this multi-block structure, right? So what we need is 2 Runed, then a Sooty, then 2 Runed, right? Or Sooty. 2 Runed, Sooty, and then 2 Runed, right? So let's build it up a little bit, because I have no idea how this is going to work, right? So we're going to have a Sooty, and then 2 Runed on the sides. Okay. And then what I'll probably do is have you and you like that. Okay, that sounds fair, right? And then Runed. And then Runed. And then Sooty. And then Runed, Runed. Runed. Runed, Runed. Sooty. Runed, Runed. How's that look? Pretty fair? And then 2 up and down here. And that's your multi-block. Cool. Okay. Right? That look good? I think that's about right. And then right in the center of those things, right? So I had you on my hotbar for a reason. Right here goes the Evershifting Fountain. Okay, and then on top of the Evershifting Fountain goes the Containment Chalice. Now we have to get Liquid Starlight in there. And in order to do that, we have to pipe it in from the bottom. Because remember, with our Chalice over here, the only place we could pipe Starlight in was from the bottom. Fortunately, there's a block underneath it. How convenient is that? Not at all. So, two options. One, we can get Starlight into some light wells. Now, can I pipe fluid into the light well? That's a good question. So what are you? You're a bunch of things. I guess I can make you real quick. What's a light well? 2 chiseled marble, 2 aquamarine, and a rock crystal. 2 chiseled marble. So can I pipe fluid into a light well? That would be the main question. If not, there's obviously another approach we could take. Actually, addition style. Come on, Chief, let's go. Thank you. Okay, so what we would want is you doing that. The answer would appear to be no, wouldn't it? It would appear that way. He doesn't have access on the top. So there's no way to get fluid into the light well, right? Because the thing is that Chalice can pull out of an adjacent light well. So we can either have an adjacent light well that's producing liquid starlight for us. I don't know if that's going to be fast enough, though, because we're trying to trap an ender dragon here. For a basic mob, it might be fine. But for an ender dragon, that might be a little bit hard. Also, I have no idea if light wells work in the end. So there's that. So the other option would be phantom facing it. Alright, let's try this bad boy out. So we have some mobs spawning around our base, because I disabled my ritual. I also went ahead and made a mob imprisonment tool to capture a zombie. And now I just need to get stuff into this thing, right? I need to get the liquid starlight. So the plan for that is pretty straightforward. This is kind of cheesing it a little bit. But we should be able to make a phantom liquid face, right? And then get ourselves... Man, I haven't heard mob sounds and I can't even tell you how long. Some of this. So, essentially what we want to do is line this up like so, such that this chalice is bound to this dude. Okay. And then we want our pressurized fluid ducts. Dudes, stop shooting at me or there's going to be a reckoning. To you, and then your down should be extract always active. Hey, we've got some containment chalice stuff going on here. Now the last thing we need to do, I believe, is stick our Physidelic Prime on the bottom of the Evershifting Fountain, and hopefully that does something. Oh, something's happening. Oh, look how cool that looks. Dude, that is cool looking. What even? Whoa. Look at the zombies. They're like frozen. How cool is that? Look at the zombies. They're totally frozen. Now, are we like draining liquid starlight here or what's going on? Right? Because you're at 77. I mean, we have a net gain going on, but my only assumption, if I set this guy to not insert, do we have a net loss? Do we have a loss happening? 77. Yes, we are losing liquid starlight. See, it's dissipating. And I believe that's my only use of liquid starlight right now because I have this thing stopped. This is not growing any crystals. So this thing is draining. But look at the zombies. They're like, look at them all. They're like stuck. How cool is that? How cool is that? So they just kind of get magneted into and stuck in the center of this thing down there. Now the question is, what's the range? Right, so I'm just going to stick a zombie here. We're going to see how close before he gets magneted into that thing. Whoa, that is not... Okay, so he was like right about here, right? So that is not And that was fast, too. Did you see how fast he got sucked into that thing? And he's literally just frozen there. And look, he can't even hurt me. I'm flying into him, and there's literally no damage happening. That is so cool. That is so cool. Man, that is cool. So, I don't believe there's an on-off switch for this thing. Pretty sure, at least. That said, maybe if I break part of the multi-block. Boom. Okay, I can make an on-off switch out of that. Man, that is cool. That is just, like, how cool is that? First off, the particle effects. Like, let's just stop for a minute and appreciate how gorgeous that is. Right? And second off, just like the vacuuming up of mobs. Like, come here, Mr. Skeleton. I've got something for you. I want to introduce you to my friend Vortex. My little friend Astral Sorcery Vortex magicness. Wonder if you affect arrows. Whoop! You are stuck, sir. Now imagine this, but the Ender Dragon. Now my question will become, how can I get the Ender Dragon into here? That is really the question, without there being... So what if he's, like, right underneath, right? He's frozen pretty low on the ground there, right? So what I'm going to do, for giggles, is, like... Because the Ender Dragon always spawns in the same spot, right? So what if I popped this dude here? Oh, wow, he's actually... Is he stuck right there? Well, that's interesting. Or is he just, like, already stuck because I captured him while he was stuck? Yeah, he might be already stuck because I captured him while he was stuck. Okay, that's fair. So let's get Mr. Creeper. Hello, Mr. Creeper. How are you, sir? And what if I popped you, like, right there? Oh, I guess he exploded. Oh, and he broke some things. Okay, hold on. Gotta fix some stuff. That was not part of the plan, was the explodey bits. What else am I missing here? You should be good now. You're cool, you're cool, you're cool. Ah, you. Boop. Now we're cooking. Alright. So Creeper was a bad example. Zombie, where's the zombie? Or skeleton, that'll work. Right? Boop. So if he gets magneted in from the bottom, he is really up close to that thing. So I'm worried about what'll happen with an Ender Dragon. Like, the Ender Dragon, basically what my expectation is the Ender Dragon might wind up breaking the marble pillars. I wonder if there's a way I could protect those. Because I'm suspecting... So here's the deal. There's a couple ways you can protect blocks. There's Thaumcraft wands. Isn't there a Thaumcraft wand that lets you protect blocks? I believe there is. And then there's the Astral wand, but I'm pretty sure the Astral wand turns the block into something else, and thereby destroys the multi-block, right? Because there's a wand from Astral that might suffice. Let's see. I think he's lower in the line, right? Impulsion wand, active channeling. He might even be even lower. Constellation? The Illumination wand, right? Yeah. So I need some rock crystals, resonating gem, stardust. Rock crystal, resonating gem, stardust, illumination wand. Because at this point... Actually, you know what? I just hate wasting celestial... Well, it doesn't really matter. They're junky celestial crystals that I will never use for anything else because I have perfect ones, right? So, illumination wand, ready to roll. Right, so the illumination wand generates light sources, right? But it also lets you protect blocks. But I'm pretty sure when it protects the block, it turns it into another block, which means that it won't work inside the Astral Ritual, right? So if I could protect it, that would be cool, but I suspect... My strong suspicion here is as soon as I convert one of the blocks in the Astral Ritual, right? Because I think it's something like you shift right-click the block. Boop, like that. And now if we look at it, we'll see it's an Astral Sorcery block, translucent block. And it just looks like the block that we converted. Boop, and that turns it back, right? So I'm assuming that when I do this, you're going to destroy the ritual. Correct. So we can't... The entities continue to fly in the direction they were moving when they got picked up. That is the greatest thing ever. Watch. Watch, watch, watch. Come on, pick them up. I broke it. Nope, there we go. Right? And then we do that, and watch. They should, like... kind of go flying. They retain their momentum. Oh, I love it. How can you not love Astral Sorcery? It's just a fun mod, right? Like, there's a lot of cool stuff to it. There's a lot of cool particle effects, and most of the abilities are pretty powerful, right? Like, how great is that? Look at this creeper. All right, so there's no way to protect it like that. Now, there is the wand. Isn't there a focus from whatchamacallit? So the illumination wand from Astral won't work, right? But let's real quick look at the thumb, right? Under Auramancy, focus effect exchange, flux, heal, medium cloud. Isn't there a focus that protects blocks, or did that not make it into 1.12? So my understanding is that the focus for this doesn't exist anymore, which is kind of a bummer, right? But that's okay. That's okay. What we'll do... Is there any other way to protect these blocks? Isn't there... What other wands do we have? We have not enough wands. There's a protection wand in here, isn't there? Teleport, building, swapping, capturing, illumination, displacement, moving, acceleration, protection. Master protection wand. I think that's the creative only one, right? Freezing, potion, shard, peck. So we can try this one and see if it works. Does that seem reasonable? Right? Wouldn't that... Give me a bunch of sticks, would you? I mean, I'm not sure if it'll work or not, but maybe it will. Give me a bunch of blaze powder. It may or may not work. I'm suspecting that what it'll do is work similar to the illumination wand, where it just, this won't do what I want it to do, but maybe. Really? We don't have any more of those things? Rip. Rip a Roni. I need another gas tier. Really? You should have some netherrack in you, yes? Yes. Because I should have a ton of that matter stuff, right? And then sugar. And that gets me gas tiers. Booyah. Super cheesy. Okay. So now we should be good to do the protection wand thingy. Yes, 2 of you. 1, 2. And then you. And right click to protect or unprotect a block. Key mode equals to switch. Clear all, protect. Not enough experience. Ew, this is experience based, this mod. Hello. Hello. Now, I suspect that that's going to be a problem, but let's find out. Boop. Well now, that's a thing. Isn't that a thing? Okay, I think that might work. Can I protect tile entities by chance? Like, can I protect you? Not enough experience, but he didn't complain about it being a tile entity, so that's a thing. Oh my. Oh my. You think that'll protect against the dragon? I guess it's worth a shot, right? Okay, good to know. All right, so let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time and play with this a little bit more. So for now, though, it's when I sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You know what to do. Take it easy.